If the candles for Shabbat happen to go out, and Shabbat still has not come in, if they're blown out by the wind or something, people are cleaning, the doors are open, coming in and out, and the candles go out, then there's an obligation to light them again. Because it's not like the Hanukkah candles, where the obligation is to light them and the obligation is basically over. But here, the problem is what will be on Shabbat. Will there be light? Will it be comfortable? And therefore, if there's still time to light the Shabbos candles before Shkia, before sunset, then the mitzvah is to do that. As long as, of course, someone can light them who has not accepted upon herself or himself the Shabbat. However, if that person, the same person, in this case, made a bracha when she lit the candles the first time, and now she's lighting them again because they went out on the 5, she should not make a bracha a second time. And as a result, because this is a bit of a problem, you should try to make sure that you light the candles in a place that they're unlikely to get blown out by some idle wind that comes in through the door. And you shouldn't leave them near the door, because that would almost guarantee in certain times of the year that they get blown out. Naturally, all of these things that we've discussed had to do with the Seudah, had to do with the meal, with eating the meal Friday night and enjoying the meal. And therefore, it's very important that the candles will burn for that length of time. Now, today there are a lot of options. In candles, you can buy candles that really burn a long time. You could use oil, you could use kerosene, you could use... there are all kinds of opportunities to get long-burning candles. But they should certainly, we have an idea, more or less, how long it takes us to do the Seudah on Friday night. And that's the length of time that the candles should burn. And if you don't do that, if you light the candles, but you know that your husband's going to come home very late from shul that night because there's some kind of a special event, a drasha or the like, and so it turns out that there are no candles so you haven't done it. You haven't done it, and even though it's hard for us to think about those things because we have all sorts of other lights and candles in the house, nevertheless, the mitzvah of lighting the candles are so that the candles will be burning for the duration of the meal. And if you don't do that, if the candles are out when the meal starts, this is especially true in Chabad, I think. In Chabad, they like to make Kiddush very, very late. You have to have candles that are burning at that late hour. Otherwise, you haven't done the mitzvah. Now, it's also true that very often after you eat the Seudah on Shabbat, you finish with the dessert, you could sit around and talk. You could talk Divrei Torah, you could talk about the parasha. This is not such an uncommon event, and it's important that the candles should be burning at that time as well, so that the mitzvah of Hadlakat Neirot should be treated seriously. It's a mitzvah d'Rabbanan that was well established in Am Yisrael. There's a lot of concern for doing it properly, and we have to continue, even though it is probably true that the candles don't add that much because we have the electric lights at our disposal. Nevertheless, it's important to maintain the halacha. Remember, it's a mitzvah d'Rabbanan. We make a bracha on that mitzvah, and therefore we have to make sure that we've done the mitzvah of lighting the candles in the proper way.